Well, welcome back. Eventually, we ran out of power, and there's no power on the other side, so we've had to relocate rather nicely inside, actually. Bit of an obscured view, but we'll do what we can. It's still 0-0, and Kettering had quite a few chances in this second half, and haven't been able to take them. Alvechurch have had a couple themselves, and Kettering made a substitution with Ty Fifield being replaced by Terrell Pennant. It is as you were. We're not going to be able to give you a running commentary because can't really see too much, but can see that Kettering are going forward, and they've lost the ball, and away come Alvechurch on this through the centre. Banodge interrupts, sends the ball down. Chase here for York on the far side to Edwards. York puts the ball in, still York with it, but it's cleared. And away runs Willis, who's been booked in the game. He's going forward on the far side to Stretton. Stretton beats his man, comes inside, still Stretton. And there's a collision. Looks like a foul on the Kettering player. Can't see as we have spectators in front of us. So it's not the old days. We used to be broadcasting from the roof of the press box back in the Rockingham Road days, but at least we can try and bring you some coverage of what's going on. It's still 0-0, as I say, into the 28th minute of the second half. As I say, we ran out of power, even though computer-saved batteries are 3 hours. They're not. But it's a chance here for Edwards on the far side. He loses the ball, though. It's cleared by Alvechurch. It's sent along. Goodger underneath it, spins him out, but he can do so, fouls him. And that will be a free kick to Alvechurch on the far side. Kettering, if it does remain 0-0, two in succession, that hasn't happened for quite a few years. And they'll have spurned another chance to go top, and we're 2 points behind Telford and Bedford on the same amount of games. So, but at the moment, it's a free kick on that far side to Alvechurch, putting the Kettering defence under pressure. In it comes. Dugmore, the number 10 comes in. It's cleared away. And there is number 2, Dugmore. Sweeney. Rash challenge there by the number 6, and Hal, but Kettering cleared the ball away. Here to Miller. Pumps it forward into no man's land where we can't see it. So your guess is as good as mine what's going on at the moment. The ball comes in, it doesn't reach Edwards. It's cleared by Howell. The chance here for Edwards, he can get the ball over or play it on to an Alvechurch player. He can't, it's hooked away. Goodger is on the halfway line on the far side. Traps it, brings it down, gets the ball to Fanodge. Fanodge switches it on this side to White. White going down this right-hand side. And again, we can't see. All we can see actually is the goal mouth, both sides. And we are limited to what we can see. Ball is going forward. It's cleared though by Alvechurch. And away they come. 4 against 4. It's the number 9, Sweeney, racing away on the far side. Chance here for the home side. Put one in. Still has the ball. And it's out to Dyer, who came on into the arms of Yazif. And that opportunity, luckily, has been spurned. Joseph gets the ball away. It's on the far side with York, who's been very impressive on that far side. York, a good chance before we went off. Well, while we're off air, had a good chance of the near post that went for a corner. Very good run. He's got a throw in on the far side now. Howell takes it, gets it to Miller. Miller's seen a lot of the ball in this game. The throw in from the same place for the Poppies. Made one substitution, Pennant for Firefield. There's one booking in the game, Joseph Willis for the home side. And the ball is cleared by Alvechurch, and again it's the Church coming forward, intercepted though by White, plays it outside to Edwards into the void. Like Alvechurch have the ball, the way the players are facing, but Edwards retains it, gets it to White. There's Thanodge, gets the ball back to Gudger. Gudger out wide to Powell. Back to Powell. He sends it long. There's a push down there, but nothing given. Drives there from who is that? York, I think it is. Yeah, York trying to claim a penalty, but he didn't. Willis did the same thing in the second half and was booked for his actions. So York quite lucky there, Doug, not to go into the book.
Yeah, very much so. He just dropped the ball, dropped his shoulder there, but got caught as Alvechurch go forward to Sweeney out onto the far side, looking to see if they can get the swing of the ball into the box. It's just being played across the Kettering defence at the moment. Comes all the way on to number 12, plays it down the left-hand side. Again, they just can't seem to get the penetration, the challenge. Sullivan plays a ball in. It's turned, blocked by Firefield, but thankfully it just drops into the arms of Dan Yesef there. He's looking to try and give a quick one, but doesn't. Throws it out to Connor Johnson. Connor Johnson will play that long ball, which he does. See if he can try and find anybody. That's going to go nowhere. Played forward by Goodyear. It's on the chase now for Johnny Edwards. Can he make it? Got Mick Coe telling us who's going to be coming on next in his semaphore. He's obviously a Boy Scout in his previous life. And here we go, a couple of changes. 16 for 20 for Alvechurch. Just making this up. There's nothing else happening at the moment. Just a change there. And I think the Poppies are looking to try and make a change as well. Richard Lavery's indicated he wants to bring on somebody else on that basis. Yeah, so now Rangers coming on for number 18, which will be Edwards. Richard Lavery's seen enough, I think, and we are getting some opportunities. So Ranger goes on, Edwards is off, and a change by Alvechurch as well. We've got Eric Salvin has come on. So Tim Chow's ringing in the changes. So, but it's a throw into the Poppies to the far side, Paul.
Yeah, so Nile Ranger on for Edwards, both of them out of sorts on the goal-scoring front. But let's see what Ranger can do in the last section of the game, let's say, as the ball is on the far side of throwing to Kettering. Still hasn't been taken. As of now, it's to McClintock, puts the ball forward, and that goes out of play harmlessly for no, it's to Thanodge, isn't it? Through here and cut out by the keeper. The keeper, young keeper, Ben Cross, on debut from West Bromwich Albion, under 19, has been very, very good indeed. He's commanded himself well, and it looks like Kettering will make a third substitution with Finlay Wilkinson warming up, flicked onto Miller to McClintock. McClintock going forward, sprays it out wide to York. He had that tussle with Dunbar all afternoon. York then with the ball, little flick, still with it, down by the byline. Can he get it over? And it's gone back to McClintock. Comes in towards Ranger, doesn't get a touch on it now. It's a snapshot.
Yes, it's in.
It's in. Goal. Well, who was that? Can't see.
I think that was Luca Miller. That was a header down there from Nile Ranger, and Luca Miller just picked the ball up on the 18-yard box, swiveled, and put a left foot shot into the right hand side of the keeper Cisse. I think Cisse got a hand to it but couldn't stop it, and it is in. So it's Kettering now 1-up away, a very difficult place to come, and it's really all about the opportunity to put Ranger on, get the head down, Paul, I think, and then it looks like I think it's Miller that's just twisted and got that shot in, but it's 1-0.
Well, if it is Miller, and we can't confirm that yet, he scored his first goal against Alvechurch last season here. But certainly from our position, very difficult to see indeed who put that ball into the net. But Kettering definitely 1-0 ahead. We'll confirm the goal scorer, but certainly Ranger got ahead to it. And Kettering lead by a goal to nil in the 37th minute. So that is good news for all Poppies fans. And 1-0 to the Poppies. They don't forget that Alvechurch have won the last 5 at home. And but again, got to keep the foot on the pedal and keep concentrating. When you've scored, you're most vulnerable straight away. And Alvechurch are coming forward, cleared to Ranger, who turns, but then he loses the ball. It's back with the goalkeeper cross. And he clears it long. Johnson underneath it. Johnson wins the header. Back to Pennant. Pennant back to White. He clears it. Back to Pennant. And it is a Kettering Town throw-in on this right-hand side, just in front of the home dugout. Another substitution being made by the home side. It is Taylor Dodd coming on and Joshua Dugmore coming off. And Marvellous is coming on for them. And he's replacing Stretton. So a double change there for the home side. Find themselves, as I say, a goal down. And Tim Flowers making the changes as they seek to get on the score sheet themselves and equalise. Haven't seen themselves too many goals down at home in recent weeks. To say they've won the last 5 here. And into the 39th minute of this game, Kettering leading 1-0. And there's a throw into Kettering taken by White. It's gone out of play into the void area, which we can't see. If you just joined us again, we apologise for the absence in broadcasting, but we had ran out of power on the battery, and there's no power on the other side, so we've relocated to an area where we can just about see the game. We're inside the boardroom, and our vision is obscured, but we have seen Kettering go 1-0 ahead, which is marvellous, of course. Ball is fed through, trying to find York. You won't get there. There's Ranger. A bit of a calamity there, but the goalkeeper does get the ball. And, for all the good that Ben Cross has done since he's he's done since he's been in goal. He's conceded 1 on his debut. And Rangers straight away making an impact. The ball is in Kettering's half. It is Alvechurch coming forward, might try a slap shot here. Goes out to the number 12. Puts the ball in. Pennant does well. Tries to get the ball away, which he does. It's cleared by Kettering. It's going forward. And there is Ranger. Gone out of play, out of our vision. Back in view. And got a foul to the Poppies. Just inside, just over Tim Flowers, who's out there. So into the 40th minute. A win here would see Kettering go top of the league by 1 point. The equal amount of games. Still 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so, including added time to go. Anything can happen in that time. This is football, of course. It takes a split second for a game to change. Ball is pumped in towards Ranger and goes away for a Kettering Town corner on the far side. So Doug's gone outside there to have a chat to one of our directors, right in my vision. It's bad enough as it is, but he's gone to join the crowd right in front of the corner taker on the far side. Probably will be Miller. Has a good crossing ability. As he put that one in for Ranger against Northampton. The arm goes up, Miller then in swinging towards that back post, comes in it. Bit of a melee and goes into the goalkeeper's arms, and that particular passage of play has stopped. So still 1-0 to the Poppers. 42 minutes we're into. Ranger gets the header towards Miller, cleared by the number 8 for Alvechurch. They're coming forward. Ball comes in, he goes over the goal mouth. That will be a goal kick. And more time edging away for the home side. Of course, Kettering played Alvechurch a couple of weeks ago at Lasma Park. At the time it was 2-1. And just confirmed it was Miller that scored the goal. And it's scored his first goal here last year and repeated that tonight. So far, the only goal of the game.
Just a few more minutes left, I think, and certainly Tim Flowers is urging his team forward. Just depends whether Poppy's can hang on now. Ball's played forward there by Luca Miller. Now Rangers on the chase. It's cleared out there by Corcoran out to the far side. Wes York, who's probably, for me at least, been man of the match. Just from his work rate, his effort, his terrier-like nature down that left-hand wing has been immense, really, for this second half as well. Richard Lavery's is absolutely prowling across his technical area as the Poppies get it onto the far side to flick forward, but that'll go for a goal kick. And the Church are all running forward now from our right to left to see if they can mount another challenge in the dying embers of this game. Ball comes right over. Goodyear's underneath that. He gets ahead, but doesn't go forward. Head on by Sullivan. Connor Johnson's got there. He's put it up as far as Thanodge. It's a bit of head tennis at the moment. Ranger gets another head in. Play back by Barkers. Went as far as Thanodge. A lot of head tennis at the moment, and it's just fired down there, but it only goes as far as Powell. Can Aaron Powell clear it? He can. And it goes out to the left-hand side to see if he can get York going. York keeps it in. He's not going to reach that, though, as it's passed back to Cisse in goal. Cisse looks to clear, which he does. Goes over Pennant's head, who came on in the second half, if you missed that. But he's done well. It's just gone out. So Kettering retain the ball. And it's gone out to the far-hand side, but I think that's going to be a goal kick, I think, on the far side. Can't quite see in that corner from where we are, Paul, but I think it was.
Need X-ray vision, I think, to go through that. I've been calling it Ben Closel game. It is Cisse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Cisse.
My team sheet is so faint I can hardly read it. Apologies for that, but it is Ben Cisse. He's played well. He's held the ball up well, but Ranger loses the ball in the centre circle. It's been pushed forward to Alvechurch, but it's cleared by Kettering on the far side. Into the 45th minute of this game. There will be a bit of time added on with an injury to an Alvechurch player in the second half. Just remind you all, as if you need reminding, that on Saturday we're at home to AFC Telford United, in which if this result stays the way it is, the crunch game, 4 minutes of time added on, the board goes up. So 4 minutes from being top of the league.
Haven't said that for a long time, Paul.
We haven't, no. We were top of the league about 3 months, I think, and then the FA Cup and everything else that postponed games got dragged back, and results haven't gone Kettering's way for a little while. But still, as I say, 3 minutes or so of this game to go, and anything can happen. Ball has gone out of play, according to Richard Lavery, but It has, in fact, the flag has gone up.
He's kicking every ball, heading every ball, everything else that he
He
can.
wants to do better with it, then,
He
doesn't he?
he wants to get himself on. He wants to put himself on at the end here, but
He did play for Kettering against Cuckner in the Northampton Senior Cup.
is that right? Really?
Yeah,
I don't know that
it was
exactly.
crap, but he did play. Yeah, I think it was when we lost the penalty shootout. So.
Oh yes, yes.
And under no, I think that's I don't know Marcus Law. I can't remember that. It goes through to Alvechurch. There's a chance it's cleared eventually. Is it? No. Desperation here in the final moments, and time added on into the corner, and it's gone out for a goal kick, which Kettering will take as long as they can over it.
There's a lot of tension on the bench here. They're really just absolutely willing those seconds to count down. Dan Yesef's taken his time, I think, isn't he, Paul, over the far side?
Well, we're seeing that against us in the last few weeks. Teams almost from half time playing the dark arts, against Kettering. I'm not saying that Dan Yezip is doing that, but he's certainly winding down the seconds. And it's put forward towards York, cleared away again. So Miller's had a decent game. He's got the goal since his return from St Ives, 7th of the season for Miller. Just the spark that Kettering need going into the game against Telford on Saturday. It's Pennant coming forward, puts the ball in towards Ranger, but it has gone for. Can't see what it's gone for.
I think it's a throw in. I think
on the other side, isn't it?
Yeah. Referee's just checking his watch again.
Richard will make a couple of minutes yet of time to go into the 48th. So this will be a very, very important win against a side that's been on fire at home. 15 points from the last 5 games. And hopefully it'll send a few shockwaves to Telford on Saturday. And also to the Hales Owen people that are listening on the far side. I've never seen that before. A rival team bringing their media team to commentate on a rival's game. Although it is 3 counties radio, I suppose it counts. But it is going to be a throw-in if it's ever taken, I think.
Yeah. Just
so we're in a part of the ground we can't see. So 48 minutes. 49th. And
just some commentary here on the chat coming in here. Ethan Bedworth said Championes, LA.
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's good to get the optimism. We can. So we've not been able to say
the
that.
Optimism, it's good, and we haven't seen that for a while, have we? It's been pretty even Stevens in games and a bit topsy-turvy, but we're into the last few moments of this game. Referee just checked his watch.
Great
header there, won by White. Powerful, heads it into the Alvechurch half. Kettering won't be looking to do too much with it. It's out of our vision again. Now into the 50th minute, so any time now. Alvechurch play the ball out wide on the far side, finding the number 14, Sullivan, but it's gone out of play. It really should be it.
It should be it. Absolutely. We just literally everybody is staring at the referee at this stage, but he's allowed play to continue as a throw in on the far side. He's telling Kettering Town to get on with it. He's just taking his time. The ball comes in. Trying to get it to Ranger. Ranger turns. Pass 1. He's on pass 2. Referee's blown. I think that's it. It is indeed. We have a win here, and a very unlikely win, but a well-fought game for Kettering Town. Alvechurch 0, Kettering Town 1. That leaves us with the leading the league with the big game now all set for Saturday. It's all about that. Let's see what happens there, but we'll leave you from Lime Meadow from a very disappointed Church's perspective, but well done to Kettering. Great goal from Luca Miller. Good substitution there from Richard Lavery as well. So we're all set up for Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good one, and we'll see you Saturday.